Hello and welcome to part 1 of our education series designed to help you understand the changes to NISA regulations which will impact your account from the 1st of July 2014, which were announced by Chancellor George Osborne in his spring budget statement. By now, most people will have seen the term NISA proudly displayed on marketing materials, giving the impression of a new brand of NISA. In fact, this is simply a rebranding exercise that the government felt was required due to the number of regulatory changes that will occur on the 1st of July. Therefore, investors should be aware that their existing ISA accounts will become a NISA account from the date of the regulatory change. Before we tackle any of the more technical changes, the easy to remember changes are in the changes to the subscription limits and the ways in which investors can utilise their annual subscription limits. These changes will see the amount of money that investors can save tax-free increased to £15,000 from £11,880 for adults and £4,000 from £3,840 for accounts designed for children. Investors will also be able to elect to put any denomination up to their subscription level into a cash or stock account rather than being restricted, as in the case of cash ISAs, to 50% of their subscription. Investors should also be aware from the 1st of July that they can elect to transfer their stocks and shares account into a cash-only account for the first time. These changes have so far been well received by investors and other ISA managers, as they provide a more simplified administration structure and provide more flexibility to the way investors can maximise their tax-free allowance. Despite most of the Chancellor's gusto being focused on the increase in the tax-free allowance, for most people the biggest change was the change that enables investors the option to switch from stocks and shares ISAs into cash ISAs, and will likely be very popular with older investors as they look to supplement their retirement income using their investment capital, without the need to pay additional tax. In part 2, we'll look at some more implications when the new NISA rules come into effect in July, and how investors may take advantage of these changes.